I want you to think about how many movies are on Netflix. Yeah, there's a lot. How many of them are good movies? Yeah, there's not a lot. So in this video, we're going to cover 5 of them just to do you a favor to stop your endless browsing. You're welcome. Number 1. The Social Network. The Social Network is a masterpiece. It also happens to be one of the most rewatchable movies ever made. Rarely has a director and screenwriter pairing been so better matched, with David Fincher and Aaron Sorkin elevating each other's best instincts and dampening each other's worst. This cool and incisive drama is far more than a Facebook movie, and it uses a dramatic origin story of Facebook by Mark Zuckerberg to tell a much larger story about what happens when the people running the world's largest companies are barely out of college. There's an almost mythic quality to the rise and fall of Zuckerberg here, the was it worth it in the end philosophical questions. But this movie also just absolutely slaps rules slays so hard. The Oscar-winning score by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross is an all-timer. The performances are phenomenal, the script is perfect, and the direction is absolutely masterful. Watch this movie.
$24 million new shares of stock.
You were told that if new investors
How
came
much
along...
were your shares diluted? How much were his? Mark!
He's wired in.
Sorry?
He's wired in.
Is he?
Yes.
How about now? You still wired in?
Call security.
You wish you...
Number 4. Django Unchained. Quentin Tarantino's most successful film to date, box office-wise, is still his 2012 western Django Unchained. The main thrust of the story follows a slave named Django, who is set free by a bounty hunter, with whom he teams to rescue his wife Broomhilda from a dangerous plantation owner. At 165 minutes in length, this film is a genuine epic, but it's compelling and entertaining at every turn. And thanks to performances by Fox and Washington, it's also one of Tarantino's most emotional films. While it's won an Oscar for his supporting performance, but DiCaprio delivers a truly chilling villainous performance here as Calvin Candy. Number 3. Lady Bird. I'm so glad Lady Bird exists, and that it functions as an announcement that Greta Gerwig is not only a major talent, but also a talent that can go beyond herself. My fear going into Lady Bird that the movie would be too autobiographical, and Gerwig would have unintentionally created a parody of her mumblecore roles. Instead, she provided a film that was personal and specific. It's a movie that relishes its lived-in relationships while never being exclusionary. On my first viewing, I found the movie to be a very good example of the coming-of-age dramedy. Upon a repeat viewing, I see it as one of the best examples the genre has to offer. Saoirse Ronan and Laurie Metcalf are both amazing as they relish both the highs and lows of their mother-daughter relationship, and watching Lady Bird's rocky senior year of high school, complete with all the honest missteps a teenager makes, turns Gerwig's debut into an unforgettable feature. Number 4. The Back to the Future Trilogy. One of the most iconic trilogies in cinematic history is available to stream in its entirety right now. The first Back to the Future is a full-on cinematic classic. Robert Zemeckis started with the nugget of an idea: what if you went to high school with your parents, and blossomed that into an unforgettable sci-fi time travel yarn. Michael J. Fox's performance is key to keeping the film grounded, as it delves into the depths of time travel physics, and Zemeckis' use of plot mirroring in the sequels adds a brilliant twist on the free will versus determinism debate. While the sequels aren't as good as the first, there's a ton of fun wish fulfillment future stuff in Part 2, and the final chapter, Part 3, is really a love letter to the Western genre. I bet you didn't see this coming. Number 5. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Before filmmakers Phil Lord and Chris Miller upended convention with wildly entertaining films like the Lego Movie and the Jump Street films, they wrote and directed the 2009 animated feature Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and it is delightful. The film is absolutely in the same vein of Lord and Miller's other films, a mix of goofy humor, gloriously intricate jokes, inventive visuals, and most importantly, genuine compassion. Bill Hader voices a wannabe scientist named Flint, who lives in a tiny town called Swallow Falls, which is thrown into peril when one of Flint's wild inventions starts turning water into food, at which point it literally starts raining all sorts of delicious and gigantic treats. It's a great film for all ages really, and a terrific science-positive story. That's all we have for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, like the video, and hey, while you're down there, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Comment down below your favorite movies, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.